Hello everyone! Tiny Harris, the singer, songwriter, and reality television star who has spent decades balancing the highs and lows of fame, family, and marriage, has finally broken down in tears after her husband, rapper and entrepreneur, T.I., has once again found himself in deep trouble, reigniting the fears that so many of their fans, friends, and even family members have carried in silence for years. Because this latest controversy has not only shaken their marriage to the core, but also exposed just how fragile the foundation of their empire truly is. And for Tiny, the woman who has stood by T.I. through prison stints, cheating rumors, industry drama, and public humiliation, this moment has proven to be one of the most heartbreaking chapters of her life, as she revealed in raw honesty how exhausting it has been to constantly defend, support, and protect a man who always seems to be teetering on the edge of disaster. And according to those closest to her, Tiny's tears are not just about the trouble itself, but about the years of emotional scars she has accumulated while trying to keep their family together under the spotlight. Raising children in an environment where every mistake becomes a headline, every argument becomes gossip, and every scandal becomes ammunition for critics who question why she continues to stay. And the latest incident, details of which have spread like wildfire across blogs, podcasts, and news outlets, was the final straw for many, because while T.I. has built his career on the image of being a king of Atlanta, a mogul, a family man, and a voice for the culture, his repeated missteps, brushes with the law, and questionable decisions have created a cycle that fans have long feared would eventually break Tiny beyond repair. And in her emotional confession, she admitted that while love can make you strong, it can also wear you down. Because no matter how much she tried to be his rock, the weight of his troubles has left her feeling like she is drowning. And the saddest part is that those around her say she has always believed in redemption, always hoped that T.I. would one day change. But after years of promises and temporary progress followed by relapse into old patterns, she is realizing that hope has its limits. And what makes this tragedy so devastating is that Tiny and T.I. were once held up as the perfect power couple in hip-hop and reality TV. Their family show, T.I. and Tiny the Family Hustle, painting them as relatable, strong, and deeply committed. But behind the cameras, Tiny carried wounds that were rarely shown, and fans now admit that the tension was always visible if you looked closely enough. The way she often smiled through his outbursts, the way she stayed quiet when controversy swirled, the way she sacrificed her own career momentum to prioritize his. And now, with this latest trouble threatening to unravel everything, she is breaking down not just because of T.I.'s actions, but because of the realization that she may have lost pieces of herself in the process. And as she poured out her heart in her most vulnerable state yet, she confessed that what she feared the most was not the headlines or the judgment from outsiders, but the possibility that their children, who once idolized their parents as a united front, would grow up questioning whether the love story they were raised in was built on truth or illusion. And as this heartbreaking chapter unfolds, the music industry, fans, and even church leaders who have supported them over the years are weighing in, some urging Tiny to finally put herself first, while others plead with T.I. to take accountability and fight for his family in a way that he has never fully done before. And in the midst of all the tears, what becomes clear is that this is more than a celebrity scandal. It is the story of a woman who gave her all to a man she believed in, only to find herself shattered time and time again. And it is a sobering reminder that behind the lights, the fame, and the wealth, there are real people facing real struggles. And in Tiny's case, it is the tragic unraveling of a love that once looked unbreakable, leaving fans to wonder if this will finally be the moment that pushes her to choose peace over pain. And the bigger question remains, will T.I. recognize the damage he has done and step up to repair the cracks? Or has the cycle finally gone too far to ever be healed? Thanks for watching.